Hey there, welcome back to another video. Today I finally have a brand new refreshed 2023 Hyundai Palisade, and this one's a little bit unique because it is the SE trim level, which is the entry-level bare bones Palisade. And you might be thinking, well, who wants the bare bones base model Palisade? Well, you'd be surprised at what some of the features are that come standard on the Palisade, so I think this will be an interesting video for you guys. Now, the Hyundai Palisade was introduced for the 2020 model year, and ever since then, it has been a huge success for the Hyundai lineup, and I would argue that is attributed to the value that the Palisade offers in terms of the features and options that it offers for the price point within this segment of vehicle. Now, this is currently the largest SUV that Hyundai offers in their lineup, and it's actually the last vehicle within the lineup to offer anything but a four-cylinder engine, because the Palisade comes with a 3.8 liter V6 naturally aspirated. So this is kind of the last of its kind within the Hyundai lineup. Now, like I mentioned earlier in this video, for 2023, the Hyundai Palisade received a refresh, which included new exterior styling, mainly in the front of the vehicle, some new features on the interior, as well as new packaging. So in this video, I want to show you around the entry-level SE trim and show you just what you get for under $39,000, including destination. So I want to mention one more time that I have a video that goes over in detail everything that changed for the 2023 Palisade for every single trim level. So if you want to check that video out, check out the card up in the corner and then come back and continue this video. So this particular Palisade is finished in steel graphite gray with the black and gray cloth interior. It's definitely a nice gray exterior color and gives it a premium look. But starting out front, you can see your refreshed front end for 2023 has a large gloss black grille. It definitely looks very premium and something you might not expect on an entry-level trim. You have full LED lighting up front with your LED turn signals, your LED daytime running lights running vertically, and your LED projector headlights. Down below, you do have darker gray accent trim that spans along the side and rear of the vehicle. Coming over to your wheels and tires, these are your 18-inch alloy wheels. These are wrapped in 245/60 18-inch dualer HP Sport AS all-season tires. I believe these come on the SE and SEL trim level. You do have your black body cladding that goes along the side and rear of the vehicle. And this is finished in body color on the limited and calligraphy trim levels. Coming over to your mirrors, here's where some of the changes occur. Of course, you have your LED turn signal lighting on the outside of the mirrors. They are body color. But over here, all three mirrors are auto dimming on this vehicle. So both the side glass are auto dimming along with the rear view mirror in the interior. You do have your blind spot detection and they are heated. So you can see the auto dim logo right there. You do have proximity entry, not the touch type, the button type on both the front two door handles. And they're finished in the same darker gray trim along with the windows. So coming around to the back of the vehicle, we do have your tail lights with some of that gray trim once again. These are not LED, these are all incandescent out back. You do have your reverse lights located on the bumper down there, along with your rear parking sensors. You do have the same overall Palisade laid out on the trunk lid, and this is an all-wheel drive, so you have your H-Track badge right there. Of course, your rear view camera. Dual outlet exhaust on the right side of the vehicle. But yeah, overall, this is a very premium looking SUV. Again, even in its entry-level trim level. So let's go ahead and take a look on the interior where most of the changes occurred, but I want to go ahead and show you guys the window sticker very quickly. So there is the price, $38,850, including destination and all the accessories that this particular vehicle has. This one has the carpeted floor mats, the cargo net, cargo tray, cargo cover, first aid kit, and wheel locks. So those are the accessories that this one has. Again, under $39,000, including destination. So jumping into the interior, like I said, this one has the black and gray cloth. Here on the door panels, you do have a lot of soft touch. So up top, you do have your molded plastic, but again, this is a soft touch. It's not hard, scratchy plastic. Then you have some silver accent trim. And then you have a soft door panel with some fake, I guess, stitching here. It is nice rubberized, like leatherette material. It's definitely an upgrade over the standard materials. Power windows, mirrors, and locks. Good amount of storage down in the lower section of the door, and this is a very large grab handle. You do have your 6-way manual driver's seat. To the left of the steering wheel, you do have your gauge illumination, your tow haul mode, your traction control, and your electronic parking brake. So we'll go ahead and jump inside, start it up, show you guys all the electronics. So starting out, you're immediately greeted to the fully digital gauge cluster and your larger 12.3-inch infotainment system. This is just a urethane steering wheel. It does have paddle shifters on the back, which is a nice extra touch. Here on the left side is your audio and Bluetooth and voice command controls, and on the right is your driver assistance features with the adaptive cruise control and highway driving assist functions. You do have automatic headlights with automatic high beam assist. There's your normal wiper stalk. Coming to the gauge cluster, you can cycle using the right hand controls on the steering wheel, but as you can see, there are several pages you can cycle through here. Gives you a ton of information, and overall is a nice upgrade over the standard gauge cluster that was offered before on the Palisades. Then coming over to the 12.3-inch infotainment system, this one looks overall very similar to the 10.25-inch screen. It's just larger. This is actually the second Hyundai model to feature this screen. The Ioniq 5 debuted it first, but it is a huge upgrade. Again, a larger screen is welcome in my opinion. Easier to read, everything like that, but overall it offers the same functionality as the 10.25. However, I believe this one does support over-the-air updates in terms of the map and the software. So that'll be interesting to see. I know that's debuting here on a lot of new models for 2023. It does have built-in Wi-Fi for the vehicle, so you can use a Wi-Fi hotspot here inside. So that is a brand new feature for 2023 on the Palisade. So as you guys just saw, there was actually customers that came in to test drive this vehicle. So sorry for the interruption. That is a problem that is going on with the inventory shortages and everything like that. These vehicles do not last long on the lot. So I apologize. Let's resume the video and wrap this up quickly because I think they're very interested in purchasing it. So just below the infotainment system, we have the hard touch volume, tune knobs, as well as the buttons that control the infotainment system. So like this one has built-in navigation, so you can control all that. The radio, Sirius XM, Bluetooth, all that stuff is standard on the Palisade nowadays. Just below that, we have our single zone manual climate control for the front of the vehicle. As you can see, there's also a rear climate control button, which you can control from the infotainment system itself. So it does have 2-zone manual climate controls here in the Palisade. Front and rear defrost, fan speed, all that good stuff. Push button gear selection, just like the last Palisade, so nothing new there. There is the auto hold feature, so you can remove your foot from the brake when that feature is enabled. Since this is an all-wheel drive Palisade, it has more drive modes than the standard front-wheel drive, including a center differential lock, so that will distribute power front and rear 50% each. Hill descent control, rear parking sensors, the stop-start system off, as well as your parking camera, so you can view that if you would like. Continuing on, we do have your cover for the front cup holders. Very large cubby overall, and as you can see, it does have 2 slide-out cup holders that you can go ahead and put away if needed. 1 USB-A port found in the center console. This is the only USB-A port left in the vehicle. The rest of them have been converted to Type-C. Here is your key fob. Standard remote start on all Palisades. Again, proximity key. Coming to the center console, this is nice soft touch padding. Inside, you'll find a 12-volt outlet along with a Type-C port, like I mentioned. So you can see it's upgraded Type-C. Very large, lots of storage. Love that about the Palisade. Removable little holder there. Just below all this center console, you do find a large cubby. Down here, you'll find a 12-volt outlet along with another USB Type-C. But as you can see, there's tons of storage space down there. It's one of the highlights in the interior for sure. Glove box is damped, and there is an LED light inside, so that is nice to see. Lots of storage space in the glove box. And overall, the dashboard, you can see, continues on from the door panel and is very nice considering, again, the price point, and this is the entry-level trim for the Palisade. So lots of nice soft touch. This is all soft touch. Hard touch down here, of course, by the glove box. That's where your legs are going to be most of the time. But all this is soft touch up top. So overall, a very nice interior here on the entry-level SC. Coming up top, we do have your interior illumination. This is not LED on this trim level, but you do have your red SOS button, your blue link buttons, along with a little mirror for rear seat passengers. There's no sunglasses holders. That's just something to note. illumination for your visors, and again, your auto dimming mirror, but there is no home link, at least on this particular trim level. So let's go ahead and check out the back seat, show you what the back seat has to offer. So there's a nice wide door opening on this Palisade, easy entry and exit for sure. Materials are going to follow through, so slightly soft touch up here, soft touch armrest, 2 cup holders on each door, one smaller than the other, so holds lots of beverages and storage and everything like that. You do have your adjustments for the second row. Since this is the SC, this is the 8 passenger, so all SCs are going to come in the bench seating for 8 passengers total. You can get the SEL in both 7 and 8 passenger. You'll find your second zone climate control for the rear passengers. This is a manual system, 12-volt outlet right there. Type-C USBs on both of the backs of the front seat as standard equipment. Dual mat pockets behind the seats. There's your vents up top on the roof along with your interior lighting. But overall, a nice space. Stepping inside, there is a ton of legroom inside the Palisades, and again, the rear seats do recline a lot in the Palisade. So that's just an example of how far the second row seats recline. It's very comfortable for long road trips, and again, it's definitely a reason to look into the Palisade because seat comfort and space overall is plentiful in the Palisades. You do have even more cup holders in the armrests of the Palisade, so that's kind of comical. 2 on each door, 2 more in the middle. You definitely are not lacking cup holders inside the Palisade. So what's nice about the second row seats in the Palisade is all of them now have the electronic actuation. So you can go ahead and just press this button. The seat will fold up and automatically slide forward for easier entry and exit in the third row of the Palisade. So back here in the third row, you do have 2 cup holders on either side. This is normally where you'll find your USB ports along with the seat heating function. In the limited and calligraphy models, there's third row heated seats for the outside seats on those trim levels. That's new for 2023. That's normally where you'll find these options, but it's not optioned here in the SC, obviously. Up top, you do have third row vents, along with your third row seat belt up top. That's for the middle seat here. But stepping inside the third row, it's very easy to get in and out. And there is a decent amount of legroom back here. Overall, very comfortable. You do have your seat belt holders on the sides to keep the seat belts kind of out of the way, so when you fold the third row down, they don't get in the way. You do have them for the second row as well. Slide that back there and it holds the seat belt nice and safe out of the way. But yeah, overall a very nice place to spend time, even in this base entry-level Palisade. And to put the seat back, simply just push it and it locks back into place just like that. Very simple. So going around to the trunk and cargo capacity of the Palisade, this is a manual lift gate on the SE, so no power. To fold the third row seats down, you can just simply pull this strap and give it a little push forward, folds right down. If you want to put it back up, simply pull it and it latches right into place. These second row seats do have power release for folding, so if you want to release the second row, simply press that and it'll fold down just like that. 12-volt outlet in the back. And underneath the floor here, you do have additional storage, which is very nice. And this is also where you can hold your privacy cover out of the way, tons of storage space. And that privacy cover actually goes right here in the side, just behind the second row seats. It's a tension fit, so you basically take it out of here by pulling it back slightly, slide it in there, and it's a tension fit on either side. So that's a nice feature to have that stored out of the way and everything like that. So yeah, lots of storage space back here. Not much different from the pre-refresh Palisades. So finishing up here on the passenger front seat, all the materials are going to be the same on this side. The seat is just a 4-way adjustment manual, not a 6-way like the driver's side. But yeah, overall, very nice space here on the interior. So under the hood of all Palisades lives a 3.8 liter naturally aspirated V6 engine. This is gasoline direct injected, as you can see. This puts out 291 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque through an 8-speed traditional automatic transmission, both either front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive with that center locking differential. So that powers all Palisades, and I think this is one of the reasons why a lot of people do like this vehicle, is it's a very reliable and traditional powertrain. So yeah, that's pretty much a tour of the entry-level SE Palisade. As you can see, the daytime running lights are on now. very bright and look very high end for sure. Well, let's go ahead and wrap up this video and I'll give you my final thoughts on the SC trim. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you guys did, please hit that like button. It greatly helps out these videos and the channel. And as you guys just saw during this video, these models are extremely popular. So when they arrive on dealership lots unsold, they don't typically last more than a day or two at the most. So I don't have a lot of time to spend with these vehicles because while people are out test driving them, or they come pre-sold and they're coming in just a few hours and all the PDI process and everything has to be done to the vehicles. So sometimes they don't even make it here on the channel because I don't have enough time to make these videos. So just keep that in mind that I'm trying my best to make new content on these new models, but sometimes it just doesn't work out. Now, if you guys own a Palisade or have been looking at a new Palisade, let me know what you guys think of it. Do you guys like the new changes that they made for the 2023 model year? I think it definitely improved the value proposition even more than what it was. It was already a great value, but I think these changes for 2023 make it even better. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think of the 2023 Hyundai Palisade. And if you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe and check out some of the other content that's currently available. I have other side-by-side comparison videos, walk-around videos just like this one, 2023 model year change videos, as well as automotive-related how-to content. So once again, hopefully you guys found this video helpful, and as always, I hope to see you guys in the next one.